Ladies and gentlemen, basketball fans, sports Twitter detectives, and people who accidentally clicked this video thinking Caitlin Clark was a Marvel superhero, welcome. Today we're diving into the internet chaos surrounding the headline. This just in, sources confirm the sneeze may have impacted the global economy. Meanwhile, somewhere in Indiana,
Quick.
somebody protect the ticket sales. Now before we begin, this video is for entertainment and commentary purposes. We're talking about reports, reactions, internet drama, and sports media madness. Because honestly, modern sports coverage isn't even sports anymore. It's basically 20% basketball, 30% social media arguments, 40% podcasts, and 10% Stephen A. Smith yelling at clouds. So grab your popcorn, mute your angry uncle's Facebook notifications, and let's break this whole thing down. First of all, whether people love her, hate her, defend her, criticize her, or write 18-page Twitter threads analyzing her body language, Caitlin Clark is a gigantic star. We're talking sold-out arenas, crazy TV ratings, merchandise flying off shelves faster than free food at a college event. The moment Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA, the entire league transformed.
Suddenly.
Ticket prices exploded. Celebrities started attending games. Sports shows that previously ignored women's basketball suddenly acted like lifelong experts. You had random dudes named Brad saying, "I've been studying the WNBA for years." No, you haven't, Brad. 3 weeks ago, you thought the fever was a medical condition. And honestly, the Indiana Fever became one of the hottest teams in sports. The team's popularity skyrocketed. Attendance numbers went crazy. Fans were showing up everywhere. At this point, the Fever could probably sell out a preseason game against a local YMCA team. People just want to see Caitlin Clark. And with popularity comes pressure. And with pressure comes controversy. And with controversy comes the internet behaving like a raccoon trapped inside a microwave. Now here's the thing about sports media in 2026. Everything becomes a controversy. Everything. Player smiles too much? Controversy. Player doesn't smile enough? Bigger controversy. Player blinks during an interview? Is the locker room falling apart? Caitlin Clark especially has become the center of non-stop debates. Every game becomes, did somebody foul her too hard? Was the referee unfair? Did a teammate look annoyed for 0.2 seconds? Did Twitter users with anime profile pictures discover a conspiracy? At this point, sports discourse feels less like basketball analysis and more like FBI investigations. There are people online analyzing slow-motion clips like, notice how player number 4 adjusted her shoelace. Clearly, this proves internal tension. Search, she tied her shoe. Relax. But according to reports and online discussions, some controversies surrounding Clark and the Fever reportedly impacted business relationships, media narratives, and fan reactions. And when headlines say, "This controversy cost the Fever millions," people immediately imagine the team owner sitting in darkness like Batman. Cancel the confetti machine and we've lost everything. Meanwhile, the Fever are still selling tickets like crazy. You know what's hilarious? Sports media used to sound normal. Back in the day, it was, great game tonight. Strong defense. Excellent teamwork.
Now?
Tonight on ESPN, body language experts analyze a sideline high five. Everything becomes dramatic. You can't just lose a basketball game anymore.
No.
Now it's disaster. Embarrassing. The dynasty is over. Brother, it's game 3.
Calm down.
And Caitlin Clark stories generate massive clicks.
Why?
Because people react emotionally. Some fans defend her like she's the last superhero on Earth. Others criticize her like she personally raised gas prices. There is no middle ground online anymore. You either love somebody completely or create a 47-minute rant video filmed inside your car. The internet survives on outrage, and sports media knows this. That's why every headline sounds like a Netflix thriller. Inside the shocking controversy rocking Indiana. Bro, somebody missed 2 free throws. Now let's talk money, because this is where things get interesting. The Caitlin Clark effect reportedly brought enormous financial attention to the WNBA. more viewers, more merchandise, more sponsorships, more media coverage. Even people who never watched women's basketball suddenly became experts overnight, which is honestly impressive. Sports fans learn fast. One viral clip later, and suddenly everyone's talking about defensive rotations like Phil Jackson. But controversies can create weird situations for teams and sponsors. Companies love popularity, but they also love avoiding internet chaos, because corporations are terrified of controversy. A company sees Twitter arguing and immediately responds like, "Perhaps we should release a statement written by 5 lawyers and 1 nervous intern." So when headlines claim controversies cost millions, it usually means concerns about sponsorship reactions, public relations headaches, media distractions, or shifting fan behavior. But here's the funny part. Sometimes controversy actually increases attention. The internet works backwards. People say, "I'm done watching this," then proceed to watch every single game. That's not quitting. That's emotional subscription. Ladies and gentlemen, sports fan wars are officially more intense than superhero fandoms. Caitlin Clark fans, Angel Reese fans, WNBA traditionalists, casual viewers, Twitter analysts,
TikTok detectives.
everybody arguing 24/7. You can post something innocent like, "Caitlin had a solid game tonight," and suddenly 900 replies appear. Actually, according to advanced metrics.
No.
Stop. Go outside. Touch grass. Drink water.
Call your grandmother.
The internet has turned sports discussions into political debates. Nobody wants conversation anymore. Everyone wants victory. People don't watch games. They watch for evidence. And every clip becomes ammunition. At this point, if Caitlin Clark orders orange juice online, somebody will post. Sources say locker room, tensions increasing. What does orange juice have to do with basketball? Nobody knows. But Twitter will explain. Here's something people forget. Being the face of a sports league is exhausting. Every move gets analyzed. Every interview gets dissected. Every expression becomes a headline. That pressure is insane, especially when expectations are sky high. Fans expect perfection. Media expects ratings. Teams expect wins. Sponsors expect marketability. And social media expects nonstop drama because apparently peace and happiness don't generate engagement. You could probably live stream a calm, relaxing basketball discussion and the internet would fall asleep instantly. But one controversial clip?
Boom.
5 million views, 3 podcasts, 7 reaction videos, and 1 former athlete yelling into a microphone. Back in MY day. We get it, uncle. You played defense in 1987. The funniest part of all this is how internet economics work. People say controversy hurts brands. Sometimes it does. But sometimes controversy creates more attention. And attention equals money. Modern media basically runs on chaos. Think about it. Peaceful headlines don't trend. Nobody clicks. Everyone behaved normally today.
No.
People click. Shocking feud destroys internet. That's why sports shows sound like reality television now. At this point, ESPN is one dramatic soundtrack away from becoming Keeping Up with the Point Guards. And honestly, fans secretly enjoy the drama. Because sports are emotional. People become attached.
People argue. People overreact.
One missed shot, and fans act like civilization collapsed. Meanwhile, the player is already eating post-game chicken tenders. Despite all the controversy headlines, the Indiana Fever remain one of the biggest attractions in basketball. That's important, because internet drama can create the illusion that everything is collapsing. But reality is often different. Fans still watch. People still buy tickets. The league still gets attention. And Caitlin Clark remains one of the most talked about athletes in America. Whether that attention is positive or negative, people are paying attention. And in modern media, attention is basically currency. At this point, sports debates generate more energy than actual power plants. You could probably connect Twitter arguments to a generator and power an entire city. So, did controversy reportedly cost the Indiana Fever millions? According to various reports and discussions, financial concerns and media controversies definitely created conversation. But the bigger story may actually be this. Caitlin Clark has become such a massive sports figure that literally everything connected to her becomes national news. That level of attention is rare. And honestly kind of insane. We're watching women's basketball evolve in real time. The audience is growing. The money is growing. The drama is growing. And the internet? Oh, the internet will absolutely continue losing its mind. Because sports fans love three things: winning, arguing, and pretending referees are part of a secret organization. And no matter what side people take in these debates, one thing is certain. The WNBA has everybody talking. And that alone is huge.